Hello everyone, I am the Stuttering Gamer, and for all of the 3 or 5 people who watch these, yeah, the reason I haven't been putting up as much as I have before is I just started a new job and I almost have no time to do this. But hey, I got off work early today, so I said, you know, hell, I should get a few of these done. So these are all, the first one is, you know, a newer one that I just recently, not recently, but recently is the last few months just got. Had it before, had to, you know, get rid of it to buy the new one that came out after it. But that is original PlayStation. Came out in '94. It is a 32-bit disc-based console. This basically came about because Nintendo was going to make a disc-based add-on for the Super Nintendo, and they joined up with Sony originally to make it. And basically, Nintendo turned their back on Sony without them knowing it and started a partnership with Philips to do their CD add-ons. So basically, PlayStation just said, you know what, fine, we'll make our own console. So they did, and this is what came out, the PlayStation. I got, you know, the power button, reset. I just did open. It has 2 controller ports and 2 ports for memory cards, which, you know, I like the memory card. Just because, especially with a hard drive, if you buy it used, there's just so many problems that could go wrong with a hard drive. And memory cards, you know, yeah, you know, they, you know, the memory, you know, the information in them could get damaged, but it's less likely to happen. So I don't know. I like the memory card system. Now, the controller that was for it, there were a whole bunch of different. I don't have the original, because the original basically looked like that. If you can see the under, basically looked like that. There were no dual joysticks. They added the joysticks in later. But you know, I was gonna eventually get one probably. But I mean, the PlayStation controller has not changed that much since they released the DualShock. Well, not DualShock. Oh wait, yeah, DualShock. Sorry. But I mean, they could change it a little, though. In my opinion, there's not much to change because it's a good controller that's withstand the time. I mean, yeah, I mean, why fix something that's not that broken? If anything, they could, you know, give some texture to these, because these are a bit slippery. You know, I'm a fairly big person. My hands get sweaty in long hours of gaming, so a little texture wouldn't kill it. Yeah, but the games that came out for this that I have, well, first of all, I've been looking for an original PlayStation for a while, and I found this one on Craigslist, and what really caught my eye is that it came with that thing. Now, it's like a holding compartment for the original PlayStation, which I found that incredibly cool. And all the games are down there. You know, there's a bit down there, but I mean, it has wheels, so you can like push it around, and I don't know. I found that incredibly interesting. I've never seen anything like it before, so I jumped on it. First game, when I just got, you know, the weekend before I recorded this is Rayman for PlayStation. Now, the reason, if you don't know, why it looks like a Sega Saturn case is that in the very wee early days of PlayStation, this is what the cases looked like. This, and some of them were like cardboard-esque. Most of it, was considered, cardboard, instead was plastic. But yeah, Rayman. I mean, can't say anything bad much about Rayman. Good platformer. Next one is a game I've been wanting to play for a long time. I wanted to find a good original copy, and I was having trouble doing that. And my friend, who's played the entire series, was yelling at me because I haven't played any of the series yet. So, but that would be the original Metal Gear Solid. Play with everything. Honestly, I haven't gotten too far into this, and he's still yelling at me. But I mean, it's a good game nonetheless. Just because I have so much else to play that, yeah, it's not that it's not keeping my attention. It's the fact that I don't know. I don't have a good excuse. The other one is a game that the same friend who was looking for a copy of Parasite Eve, and I was looking at it online and said, hey, this game looks good. So I found my own copy, which I just said Parasite Eve, so you know what it is already. It's a good, good RPG. Like I haven't gotten too far in it yet, but I originally found this at a video game store in Pittsburgh when I went there. Just, was it last month? Yeah, I think so. Went to the I won't bore you with that though. But I can't remember the name of the video game store. It's not just a video game store. They have DVDs and music and but a lot of old retro games. I found this there, which I'm gonna have to show you because I bought a bunch of other stuff from there too. I'm gonna have to show you. Which there will be something else in this video from that store, and I'll point it out. Not in this video, in another video that I'll be posting. But this is a good RPG. No, not that one. Heart of Darkness. This is a game I used to play when I was young, because my older brother had the PlayStation, before I did, and I used to play this and not get past, the third screen. If you ever play this, you can probably imagine why. This is a hard as balls game, but once you get through like the first 5 or 6 screens, it becomes less, oh my god, and more, this is pretty fun. It's a weird platformer that has in-game movie scenes, not like movie scenes and actors movie scenes, like full animated, but it's a good platformer. I definitely recommend this one. Oh, let's see what else I got in here. Siphon Filter. Heard a lot of good things about this. Found this for pretty cheap. Like others, haven't gotten too far into it. Yeah, I mean, it's a basic shooter. But I heard the story, once you get up there, it's kind of confusing. So, I have a whole bin of these games, and a lot of them I haven't played because they came with the system. I'll just say which ones they are, and yeah, if I have something to say about it, then I will. VMX Racing, Hardcore 4x4, not in the original case. And I don't like racing games very much, so a lot of these I'll eventually get rid of. Driver, You Are the Wheelman. Yeah, this is... Yeah, try to figure this out, you know. Yeah, that one scratched my head, but on the side, one is Road Rush and the other is Gran Turismo. Oh, are these like, you know, like a demo discs or something? I don't know, but like I said, I don't like racing games, so I'll get rid of it. Namco Museum, but you know, I think I might keep this one because I like, you know, I got the Ataris and all that. Oh, and I recently, you know, because I listened to the All Gen Gamers podcast there, and they're saying that Atari was now Atari from all the way in the 80s and yeah, 80s is not the same Atari now. You know, owned by two different companies. You know, I think Atari is now owned by like this French. So, I don't know. But I won't go through the rest of these games because none of them are interesting and boring and yeah. And I haven't played them, so what's the point? But that they're going to like all these small websites about the Atari 2600 and they're shutting them down. It's like I just don't. I don't understand that why they would, you know. But it just it boggles my mind. But I mean, I still love Atari. Probably because, you know, it's not the same one as now, so it doesn't really matter. But but yeah. Now the PlayStation 2 also plays, you know, original PlayStation games, so it's not really needed unless you're a collector like me. But it was a very good system. I mean, what can you say about original PlayStation other than that? Alright, so that's it for this one. See you on the next one.